cute. Hey there everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Caitlin and today I'm going to be doing a get to know me video. Let's get started with these questions. So my full name is Caitlin Elizabeth Gamber. I was named after my grandmother, Catherine Elizabeth. 3 of my fears. So I think ever since I became a mom, one of my biggest fears is that something's going to happen to my kids and I'm not going to be able to help them. And another fear I have is being buried alive. That scares the mess out of me. I don't like closed off areas. And another fear I have is I am terrified of roller coasters. Anything that jerks you around like that, your girl is not a fan of that. So I hate roller coasters, which is terrible because my husband really likes them. He's a big thrill seeker and I am not. So some things that I love that really make me happy. I love candles and just having candles lit all around the room. I love a good book, like a good book where you are so into this book that you think you are in that world. I love books like that. So I love a good book. And then I really just love family time. So anytime that I can get together with my family, or if we can sit around the table and play cards or canasta, or you know, when I'm with my in-laws and all my brothers and sister-in-laws, that makes me really happy. My best friend, so I am very blessed to have 3 amazing ladies in my life that I kind of call my best friends. They are my trio and my rock and my cheerleaders, and that is my little sister Emily and my sister-in-law Rachel, and then my best friend Lauren, who is the kindest, sweetest, most loving person I've ever met, and I definitely believe that friends can be your soulmate, and I definitely think Lauren is my soulmate. The last song I listened to, was Stronger by Kanye West because I was working out and doing my Tabata, and that song helps me push through. That's one of the songs I listen to when I work out. How many tattoos and piercings do I have? So I have 2 tattoos. One of them is this one and it's matching with my best friend Lauren, and the other one is just an A and a B for my girls. I definitely want more. And I have just my ears pierced. I used to have my belly button pierced, but I took it out when I was pregnant with Aubrey, and honestly it's been like a frown. My belly button's been in a constant frown ever since, so I have not gotten it re-pierced. My favorite movies, my biggest one is Gone with the Wind, and anyone that knows me knows that if you tell me you have not watched Gone with the Wind, I don't care what we're doing, we will stop and we will watch that long movie and I will force you to watch it. I have forced many a family member and friend to watch Gone with the Wind because it's amazing. I love Scarlett. I love Rhett Butler. He was my first crush. I adore him and his little dimples and his smile and his attitude. My favorite song. So there is a song by Adele called Make You Feel My Love, and it's one of my favorite songs because it's my song for my little sister, and I love that song so much. Things that upset me. So I think the biggest thing that upsets me is when my kids are bickering. I don't know if you're a mom, that is about the most annoying thing in the whole entire world, is when they're just sitting there bickering and whining back and forth. I get really upset when I see someone suffering, or someone has suffered, or I see that people died, and I know in my heart like I can't do anything about it, and I make myself upset a lot. I've told you guys before, I'm a major perfectionist. I'm very hard on myself, and when I feel like I'm failing or not good enough, I am my toughest critic by far. I'm very hard on myself. Things that make me happy. So the number one thing that makes me happy usually is like food. I love those nights. Now I try to be good and eat good. You guys know I'm doing Weight Watchers, but like a good warm chocolate chip cookie makes me so happy. I love those Sunday mornings with my husband where we sit and drink our coffee together in bed. That makes me happy. I love when my girls are playing together in the playroom and I hear them giggling and laughing and I just get to enjoy that sound. That makes my soul so happy. So what is my sense of humor? I have an incredibly dry and sarcastic sense of humor, and it can be very dark. But yeah, I love, like, my favorite movie is Step Brothers. Sometimes I have a guy's sense of humor. I don't know. I'm very sarcastic. My husband and I are very sarcastic back and forth, and we've gotten so good at it that a lot of times people don't know that we're kidding, and they think our marriage is in jeopardy or that we're crazy. So yeah, that's my sense of humor. Very dry, very sarcastic. What is my favorite food? So I've told you guys before, I don't want to say chocolate chip cookies, but I like chocolate chip cookies. And I love, oh my gosh, I love like a good chips and salsa. That makes me happy. and I really love Chinese food, and it makes me sad. I don't get to eat it as much just because my husband doesn't like it, my kids don't like it, but I love, like, I will die for some Chinese food. If money was no object, what is something you would do right now? So if money was no object, I would tackle the yard and like really like hire a team of professionals and just have them go at it, because we are doing it right now and we have to do it slowly, of course, because we are not made out of money and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that would be something I would have someone do for us, because it's a lot, and every time I walk out there I get overwhelmed. So that is definitely a place where I would like some help, like professional help. Or it'd be really cool if like I was on one of those shows on HGTV where that guy's like, hey, can I come to your whole yard for free? And I'd be like, yeah, and it'd be a great day. This is a funny one. What is the longest I've gone without sleep and why? What even is sleep? I have kids, you guys. I could probably go 10 years without sleep and be fine, okay? What is my relationship with my parents? So I am very close with my mom and dad. They are amazing, and I'm very close with my grandparents. I love my in-laws. I'm really blessed to be surrounded by some amazing parental figures. My mom and I are very, very close, and we don't talk as often as I would like us to, but I love her so much, and I know that I can talk to her about anything. What's a confession? I am terrible at losing things. You guys, I lose things all the time. Last year I had to get 4 driver's licenses because I threw them away or I lost them. Today I spent an hour looking for my camera charger. I am the worst at like doing so much, and like I'll be hustling and moving so quickly that I just leave things all over the place. And I don't concentrate on one thing. I have a really hard time concentrating on one thing at a time. I'm always like on to the next, which means I lose everything. It's probably, if you ask my husband like the one thing about me that irritates him the most, that would probably be what it is. It irritates me about myself. I hate it. It drives me insane. I'm always losing everything. My favorite animal, so I think probably dogs, just because they're like attainable and havable. I mean, I think other animals are pretty, but I wouldn't necessarily want them in my house. So I love dogs, especially I love big dogs, as you can tell by my dogs. Anyone who doesn't know, I have a Great Pyrenees and a St. Bernard Great Pyrenees. So yeah, I like big dogs. Something that's currently worrying me, I get real worried, honestly, if I'm honest with you guys. I get worried about my channel and putting these videos out. Again, I'm a major perfectionist, and I always want to do good for you guys, and I want the videos to be good, and I want to give you guys everything that I've got. I have to split my time up between YouTube and my kids and my husband, and I always am worried that I'm going to fail in one area. So that is probably a constant worry on my mind. My favorite store is probably Hobby Lobby, just because I can spend hours just strolling through every aisle, and I just feel like they're not crazy expensive, and I always find a good deal there and stuff I like there. So I love Hobby Lobby. Something I'm talented at, I have a really good drive. I've always been a very driven person, and I've got a lot of get up and go. People will be amazed because I say I'm going to do something and then like it's done. For example, I wanted the cabinets painted when I was 8 months pregnant with Brinley, and you bet your girl got up and painted those cabinets because I wanted them done. So I am very driven, and I think that's something that I really like and appreciate about my personality because it helps me do things. My favorite blog. So one of my favorite blogs is Ali Casaza. Y'all here, I should literally like have a t-shirt that says Team Ali. She probably doesn't even know who I am, but I adore her. So if you're on her Instagram, tell her how much I love her and that I talk about her all the time on my YouTube. But I adore her blog. She's just a really real mom, and she's helped me so much with minimalism and just kind of realizing what's important and making more space for me, and to just really start enjoying my kids' childhood and my life. So I will link her blog down below, but that's definitely my favorite blog. So you guys know that I love, like, my husband, he's very tall and broad, and I love that. Like, I have a 6-foot rule. 6 foot and above. So I love Alexander Skarsgård. He played Tarzan. He was also Eric in True Blood. If any of you watched True Blood, he was a beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. My favorite TV show. So I love Batman, you guys. I've always loved Batman, and like one of the joys in my life now that I have kids is that I've gotten to watch the Justice League and Batman over with my girls, and Aubrey's found a love for it too. So I love Batman. Even now I will put it on in the background because it just makes me happy. I've just always had a thing for Batman. Something I fantasize about. So sometimes when it's hard days with the kids and my husband and I don't get much time together, I kind of fantasize about the time that we're going to have after the girls grow up and leave the house and we've got a little bit more money that's not so tied up, and we can just kind of go. I would love to travel with my husband. I want to sell whatever house we have at the time and get a really small home with a small payment, and I want to go see the world. I want to go see the world with my husband. What's my personal style? Comfortable. You guys, I'm literally, like, if I'm honest, I'm wearing pajama shorts right now. Like, I got dressed from the waist up for you guys. I am all about comfortability. I like things like as soon as I get home, I'm taking those jeans off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will see you on the next video.